Hey guys, it's Beltbox and welcome back to another video of Beltmatic. Holy, it's been a while since we last did a video on this. I don't want to bore you guys for too long. I'll explain it on the go, but we're going to jump right back into our YouTube save. Okay, so you may have to go back and watch the last video if you've seen the last video because it's been 2 months since I did a video on this game, but last time we were on like level 16 or something like that. Again, I can't verify that. I would need to go back and look at the video. But I did end up doing before I took a break, I did end up doing another video on this. But the quality, I had just got my new computer. The quality was not set up right. So that video was pretty much not usable. So we're starting here from level 18 now. Again, it's been so long that if you even saw the last video that you probably wouldn't even recognize or remember it. So we're just going to go on from here. So what do we need? What is our goal? Well, first we need to bring in 751s. We need 6,751s. That is a lot of numbers, my friend. Level 18, and then next we unlock extraction level 13. Yeah, I'm learning again just because I haven't been on so long. So I guess we should look at what we need to do to get these 751s. We are bringing in 696s, which we did last video. Of course, no one saw the last video I recorded on it because it was not, quality was not savable. So there is an option for maybe just adding, let's see, what do we need to add? We need to add 55 to the 696s. Yeah, we need to add 55 and that'd get us 751. The question is, can we easily get 55s? That is a question which I'm not exactly certain. Let's see, what does it take? 5 times 11 to make 55. Yes, because we have multipliers. We also have dividers. I don't ever see a case in which I'll have to use a divider, but we have dividers. I'm trying to think of a fast way to get 55s. I mean, I guess what we could do is, because we have, we can extract 5 resources, I think, now per extractor. So, I mean, I could just do 5 times 10, but then I would need 10s. Do I have any 10s? Yes, I remember we unlocked 11s, but there's no 10s. They could not give us 10s. They had to give us 11s, which is very unfortunate. All right, so I think we do making 55s then, and then we just combine the 696s plus 55 and go from there. Now, I am banking this all that my math is correct, which it may not be. Oh, no, wait, we can literally do 5 times 11. We could literally, okay, never mind. These 11s are absolutely wonderful. Okay, we need to find an 11 close then. Ooh, they're all kind of far away. I'm thinking because this is my 696s, this conveyor belt right here. So I'm looking for an 11 around, and I'm probably going to see one really close in editing that I'm going to miss here, but right now it looks like this is going to be the closest 11, and it is right next to a 5. So we're going to plop down 2 extractors. I'll leave this first part in like always because people like to see the goings on, especially if you guys are new. So how I'm thinking we're going to do here, we're going to do horizontal based because we do have to run a conveyor all the way up, and I might even bring them down. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll figure that part out, but let's start off with 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is 12 enough? Should we go 14? 13, 14. We're doing 14. I like 14. All right, and now what we have to do is, so if you guys don't know how these the modules work, which I'm calling them modules, not machines. I think I specified that last video, not the last video I missed, but the video before that you guys would have seen. That we're calling these modules now instead of machines because I was calling these modules and these setups machines, and it was getting everyone confused. So we're gonna go with calling these modules. So now I need to do, let's add the 5. So all the 5s are gonna go into A input. So what it does is A times B. So 5 times 11, that should be good. And each one of these 5s, each belt of these 5s should satisfy, let's see, what's 14 divided by 4? Can 14 be divided by 4? Probably. Am I smart enough to figure it out? Probably. Am I going to figure it out? No. All right, we'll just do four per module here. And what I mean, 4 conveyor belts of 5s going to each module. And this should be very simple, and it should be very, I mean, I don't think I'm screwing up my math, right? Please tell me I'm not screwing up my math, because that would be very unfortunate. All right, actually, maybe it's not. Okay, no. I was thinking for a second it was divisible by 3, but that is not the case. This last conveyor, I mean, I could do 16. Should I just go for the absolute max amount of resource production? I mean, I could probably even go more in this because I could pull out an extra conveyor, but I'm not. I think this will get done what we need to get done, because after these 751s, I'm probably never going to need a 751 again. So this factory would just be worthless. However, the more units I produce, the faster I will be able to move resources into here, which we need a lot. We need 6,000 of them. So we're going to come back down here and we're going to finish connecting this. We need our 11s now, and I should be able to do this with the same amount of conveyors. Let's see here. We'll see once I get this all connected up. And that. And really quick, before I go any further, are they producing 51s or 55s? They are producing 55s. Okay, so far we're doing okay. Yeah, long-time viewers of the series, BuildBox has issues with talking and doing things at the same time, and it often ends up with me not correctly installing something the right way and having a complete not right number come out. And it is very annoying because then I have to go and fix it again. We are not having to deal with that though, so that is very nice, and I'm very happy that I haven't screwed up yet. I haven't screwed up yet. We're not holding our tongues, because that probably will happen at some point in this video. All right, and that should be the last, or this should be the last conveyor of 11s. Now, they should all be producing 55s. So that'll be 1 conveyor's worth. 55s, and I'm gonna divide these into 3 conveyors so that I can easily distribute them in a large factory setting when I set up to add these to the 696s. Look at that. So that, wait, how am I doing? Oh no, that's 6. Okay, I was gonna be like, there's 5, 5, and then 6. That makes sense. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, guys. I'm losing it. All right, and then these conveyors, again, I'm gonna leave 3 separate conveyors because I want to, I think this should output enough to satisfy all 3. I think it is, okay. Yeah, so now all I have to do is run these 3 conveyors all the way up here. And so now what I have to do is I'm gonna demolish here and get rid of, probably, I didn't need to get rid of that much room, but we're gonna have to do a lot here. So, oh gosh, I'm trying to think here. Could I do 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, the thing is, I don't know if we're producing enough of these 696s. I don't know, actually. We got a large, looks like we could produce a lot more than we are. Executive decision, we are enlarging this as well. Just a little bit. I want to make sure that we are going to be producing the absolute maximum that we can for this factory here. And I'm just going to run this down and around like that. All right. Need to draw off some more 600s too. And that should ensure that we are making enough of the 696s. Okay, I connected them right because they're all working. All right, and I should actually bring these out into 2 conveyors now that I think about it. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 6 per should do nicely. All right, there we go. 2 conveyors now. They should produce maximum resources each. So now each one of these 696s will go to supply 6 of these addition modules right here. Yeah, getting 696s on one conveyor belt and getting 5,000, I think is what we had to get, took like a long time. It took a long time. Let's just say that much. I'm also going to straighten out this conveyor because I don't like how wonky and weird it is. So yeah, it took quite a while. What is this even producing? Do we even need these 32s? I don't know. I'm going to hook it back up, but I don't know if we actually need them. All right, so 751s are going to come around and down, and then this conveyor will be going in right there. All right, and there we go. And we'll get a number too on how many of these we're going to be importing once they start to go into the hub here. And if you're wondering what the hub is, it's this big box in the center that we're bringing all the numbers into. Okay, so it's not going to show up yet. What do we need for upgrades? Let's see, we need 317s, 336s, 332s. Oh, we do need 797s. So we have 696s are what the old number that we were creating. This number right here. We could add 101 to this, and that would give us our 797s that we need for that upgrade. So after we've imported all these 751s, because I'm fairly certain we're not gonna, and I highly doubt we're gonna need anything that's 751 ever again. I could just add 100 to, or I could even, just add 100 to the 696s, delete that whole factory I just built, and then that should be another upgrade there. But we are producing a lot. Let's get a check here. It should round up here in about a second. Oh my gosh, 5.7, no, 6.5, 7.3, 8.0. That should be maximum. We are producing the absolute maximum number of 751s possible. That is an insane milestone for efficiency, folks. Oh, but here we go. What is causing the lack of? It is the 600s. Oh no, actually it isn't. It's the 96s. But we're producing plenty of these 96s. So what I can do here is draw off another conveyor. I'm actually going to loop it around due to how it's going to go in here. And again, oh no, we are going to need this for the next, for making the 700s. When we have to make the 797s, we're going to be wanting to make this number, making the maximum, what am I even saying? When we go to make the 797s, we're going to be wanting to have the maximum production amount of 696s as we possibly can. So this upgrade, since we're going to be keeping this whole factory, is worth it. And that should greatly increase our output. So I'm wondering now, 4.1 is what it's leveled out to. So here we go. We need 6,000 of these. That is an absolute insane number. What even is 6,000 times 751? Let's see. I'm pulling out my trusty calculator here because I don't want to sit here and calculate that by using my head, because my head hurts enough already. 4.5 million. 4.506 million is how much is the total value of what we have to import here. 4.506 million. That is a lot of numbers. But it hasn't really leveled out too much. Is it still the... No, it's not. I think it's just... Oh, now it is the 696s that are slowing us down. Now it is. Oh, it's always been the 696s slowing us down. So why are we not producing enough? It's the 600s. We're not producing enough 600s. We are producing enough 600s. We're just not exporting them fast enough. We are not maxing out our production. So are we producing more than 4.1 a second now? 4.8. So a slight... No, 4.9. Hold on. 4.8. Yeah. So a slight improvement. It's not a great improvement, honestly. That is not a great improvement. Oh boy. I'm trying to think of what else we can do here. I mean, it's still the 96s, I think, that are slacking us. I mean, given with this extra conveyor, we have increased the output of those 96s, but I don't know if we've done it enough. I mean, actually looking at it, every single 96 conveyor belt is full. It's the 600s we're still waiting on. Huh. I don't think there's anything I can, with this setup, there's not really anything I can do. I think we're just going to have to deal with the what? 6.2. 6.0. I'll take a 6.0. What are we at? We have these 317s. 336s just finished, but we can't do anything until 606s. Can't do anything there until 797s. Can't do anything there. 270. 270. I'm trying to think of how we can do this. So 200, obviously, we need to do, what is that? 20 times 10 is 200, and then 70 is 7 times 10. So we need a big tens factory. A big 10. We need to build a tens factory, because right now, everything we're doing with, because we don't actually have extraction 10, because it doesn't exist. Everything we're doing with addition of 5 plus 5 to make 10s. Why is there an 11? I don't even understand what's happening here. I'm trying to think, folks. I am trying to think here. Why is there an 8 all the way? What is this doing? Oh, that's bringing 8s up to there. I'm not even going to question what's happening there. Okay, I need to think. So we can do the old 5 plus 5 equals 10 strategy. Honestly, I just need to make a massive thing to do it all, because we're going to need a lot of 100s for a lot of different things. So I guess we just do one big factory. Do we do that? I think it's worth doing that. All right. Folks, you guys are going to get a pretty hefty time lapse here, because I'm going to be exploiting a lot of 5. So I will catch you guys in just a moment as you get to witness me lose my mind from placing a ton of conveyors. So I'll catch you guys in just a moment. All right, and last conveyor. Here we go. Whew! I mean, it does look pretty clean and neat. I think it's gonna do us very well. So, yep, I think that's that. Let's get a check over here. 5,000 almost. 4.8. 5,000 pretty soon. We'll see how long it takes to get there. I need to, I guess, well, it's going to come down here. So, honestly, there's nothing really I could do with the hundreds yet. So, that is done. We figured that out. We got our hundreds ready to go. I guess I could bring them in a little bit closer. Let's do that now. Something kind of simple. Just bring them to right there. We'll figure that out later when we actually need them. I accidentally paused the game there. I forgot I can pause the game if I need to. Oh my gosh. It has been a while. Oop, and I just realized I didn't connect that. Everything is connected, right? It looks to be so. Are we going to produce at maximum output? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt we're going to produce at maximum possible output. But if we can get at least pretty close, I will be very happy with that. I will be very happy with that. All right. Let's take a look here. I don't need to look at that. I need to look at my numbers. So in total, ew, 3.9? Why are we only producing 3.9 of these a second? I thought we were up to 6,000, weren't we? Or 6, it's not 6,000, 6. We're at 4.9. Why are we doing so slow? What are we lacking on? Is it 96s? No, we're full on 96s. It's just these 600s. It's just the 600s. And there's not really anything I can do about that, sadly. How much of these 797s? We only need 5,000 of them. and then 5,000 for the 606s. So it's not a huge concern. This hundreds should last us quite a bit, and I'm actually probably, no, I'm going to want both conveyors to get that upgrade. But we are getting pretty close to our goal here for the episode. We only need, well, 7.7k, 700 more now, and then that'll be it, guys. We would have completed another level. That will be level 19. And we, oh, I just bumped the mic and sent it flying in my face. We will get extraction level 13. I don't know what use it's going to be to us, but it may have some use down the road. We still haven't used extraction 12 yet. We have, I can say, we have used extraction 11 now, though. We used it for our 55s factory, which it is good to note that I can get 55s 5 times 11. I mean, I would have figured that out hopefully eventually anyways, but I do like that, how simple that is. So the 11s are pretty good. That's pretty nice. So yeah, we only need 600 more. Is there any other factories that we aren't really producing where we could? What do we need 454s for? Nope, that's the wrong one. Do we even, okay. We need 454s for extractor level 5. We only have 4.8, so I'm going to leave that and let it continue to trickle in on its own. 75s, we need 75s. Are we bringing in 75s? No, we aren't. These 76s, we have 34,000 of them. Holy cow. We could, I mean, in theory, we could spare to -1 off all these. There's a 1 right here. And work on those 75s. You know what? Executive decision here. Let's cut off all these 76s. We are going to make 75s. So bring that down here. Oh my, I forgot how weird the angle of these things can be. Trying to think. Let's do, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is 12 enough? Can we satisfy 12 with one conveyor? I'm thinking not. I'm thinking not. Let's try 8. Let's try 8. Let's give 8 a go here. And we're going to need 76s are going to need to go into all 8 of those. Ooh, I don't know if we can handle 8 with one conveyor. That is kind of a stretch. Although, if I remember right, the subtractors move terribly slow. If I remember right, they move horridly slow. So, maybe this will be fine. We're going to find out. I think we'll be fine. I don't think we need to worry. Besides, I'll just let these trickle in over time like I have been the 76s and the 454s. I'll just let them do that on their own because it's not typically a high priority. Not typically a high priority. Why am I making... Oh, build box. Why? By the way, I saw we got the upgrade. Okay, we'll come back to this. But there we go. Now we need 867s. You know what? If we only added another, what is that? 60? 70k? Or 70k? That'd be a lot. If we added only 70 more to the 797s we're creating right now, be there. I don't know why it just took me 5 minutes to figure that out. If we added 70 more, we'd be to 867. Ah, man, that's just... Do we want to do the adder level 5s? I mean, given we are nowhere near it. Maybe we wait for that. Multipliers, though, I really want to do. That'll be a problem for another video. Right now, I just need to acknowledge the mistake I made by doing B minus A instead of, yeah. I forgot with subtraction A and B, the position of the numbers in A or B is very important. Yeah. This is why I did not go into any type of job that requires math as a strong suit. Let's just say that much. Let's just say I do not like doing math. I'm gonna stick to that. Now. Oh wait, that's old. I was gonna be like, why are we still producing negative 75s? No. That is old. They need to flush out of the system. So now if I do a long conveyor like that, we should see a normal 75 come out. Right? Right? Oh no. What have I done? So 1, A minus B. So 76 minus 1. Should be 75. Wait, I am so confused. Why? Oh, yes, there are 75s. They just need to I was right. They just need to flush through the system. Okay. I was legitimately about to, like, question my perception of math as a whole, but nope, that should be good. Awesome. So now, by the time next video rolls around, hopefully soon, I plan to really get back into uploads again. We should be making those 75s, and that will get us closer to extractor level 5, which will need 849s, which are, if we're producing 867s, it's not that big of a deal to go to 849. Honestly, that's a much smaller step, so that will be something worth looking into probably after we do this next level, next video. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Whoop!